The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the Nice 95.5 mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
And he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Ogilvie High School for today's boys basketball matchup here in the Great River Conference and Section 5 Single A. Once again, you're now tuned in to the Here's the Pitch pregame show brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are the area's premier indoor training facility. They have fast pitch, slow pitch, and baseball batting cages, so be sure to tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Ogilvie High School for this Great River Conference in Section 5 Single A boys basketball game between the Ogilvie Lions and the visiting Mille Raiders. It should be a good one. It should be a fun one. I am excited for this one as both these teams look to improve their section standings on the year. Playoffs are just around the corner, so we're getting near that time of the year where, almost every game we're going to be talking about playoffs here for any teams that we see play. But I want to give a huge shout out to you, our loyal listener who tunes into each and every single broadcast that we do. And I also want to give a huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to be out here. Plus, we won't be able to bring you this game for free. So while mentioning our sponsors, why don't we hear a word from some of those said fine sponsors, and we'll be back.
From Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK, Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Ogilvie High School for today's section and conference matchup between the Mille Raiders and the Ogilvie Lions. As we get ready for this one, We are into the pregame warm-ups here. Still about 10 and a half minutes to go here in the pregame warm-ups, so that gives us a little bit of time to take a look at how both of these teams have fared so far this season. And we will start with the visiting Mille Lacs Raiders. As I mentioned before, both these teams play out of Section 3 Single A, and in that section right now, or Section 5 Single A, I said 3, Section 5 Single A, I apologize. 5 Single A East standings look like this. Bram is on top, then it's East Central at number 2, Uppsala 3, Swanville 4, Mille Lacs in that 5 spot at 5 and 11 overall, 1 in 6 in section play. They're scoring 63 points per game while giving up 66 points per game. We go ahead and we look at what they have done here this year. They're, again, 5 and 11 through 16 games, and obviously looking to improve each and every game that they go out and play. But it started with a win. It started off on a high note for them over this same Ogilvie team. They got the victory 85-30, and they're hoping to do much of the same here this afternoon. But it is an afternoon game. Ogilvie gets this game at home, so this one could be a little bit different. And Ogilvie's got some talent to their team. They're not just a team that you can just push over. They're going to have some fight to them. I've been able to see this team a couple times this year. While it is a growing year for them, this Ogilvie team still has a lot of fight in them, and I think this is going to be a good game. But after that, they did lose to East Central before winning 2 in a row over Fond du Lac and Carleton Renshaw. Then in a Christmas tournament, lost to Aiken and Hill City Northland. Lost to Aiken, beat Hill City Northland. Then they came out of that in the new year, lost 3 straight to Mora, Rush City, and Uppsala. Then they beat Pine City, lost the rest since then, which has been 6 straight to Bram, Crosby, Ironton, Swanville, then Barnum, Bram again, and East Central once again. So they have lost those games here this year. It's been a 6-game losing streak that they look to kind of turn around here today and hope to get back on the right track. But again, being in Ogilvie here this late in the season, and you've got a weird start time at like 1 p.m., I think that will have an effect on this game. I think it is going to change the look of this one as well. But they, again, will have Ogilvie and then Floodwood on Saturday, and then it starts up again next Tuesday at Rush City, then North Lakes Academy and Hinckley Finlayson. Then they get Aiken, St. John's Prep, Hinckley Finlayson again, McGregor, and Sabika to end the regular season. So it's not necessarily a walk-off schedule. There is some tough games in there, but they do have a chance to go on a run here as the season goes forward. As we take a look at the Ogilvie Lions part of their season, they're 0-16 on the year, 0-5 in section play, scoring just under 40 points per game and giving up 81 points per game. Now that's a little deceiving. They have had a few games where I have watched them, and they have been really, really close in some of those games, and they have been able to they have shown that they can score the points necessary to necessarily be in these types of games. So I think it has just been a case of kind of finding a little bit of a rhythm and settling into that rhythm here in this game. And if we take a look at the Ogilvie Lions, again, they have not won a game yet this year, but sometimes it's just about learning to win, learning how to win, and that might be the case. They lost to Pine City by 1 to begin the season, and then to Mille Lacs, then to Maple Lake, Hinckley Finlayson, Barnum, Lila, which is Lakes International Language Academy, and North Lakes Academy. Now, looking at that Lila game, they went out and scored 61 points in that game, and Lila scored 98, but that game, Ogilvie had it. Ogilvie had it. I think that was a long time ago to remember, but I think Ogilvie, either at half or right after half, they got within single digits of that lead. It was a very lopsided game at half, but right near half or right after half, they got that under double digits, and it looked like, man, here comes Ogilvie. They're going to be able to win this thing, and then Lila was kind of able to do their thing, but that was another close one. I'm sure it's kind of the same story for their game against North Lakes Academy. They lost, but 86-67, so it's not like they can't score the points necessary. They certainly can. Then in a Christmas tournament, they fell to Fond du Lac, Ojibwe, and Sabika. Then since then, they lost to Malacca, Mora, Crosby, Rush City, Aiken, and in those games, they struggled to get to 40 points. The closest they got was against Crosby when they scored 38. After that, though, they have scored 40 and over in 2 games against Hill City Northland and Hinckley Finlayson. But this Ogilvie team has a lot of inexperience, a lot of youth to it. So this is, again, kind of a growing year, and they'll be able to come back next year and really have a much better team. But again, that's not to say that they don't have talent. They certainly do. You take a look at some of their seniors, Xander Kimball, Landon Hatfield, and Tony Bitts. Those guys won't be back next year, and they will certainly miss those guys next year because those guys are the seniors this year, and they have certainly done their part to help this team grow and understand kind of the standard and where they need to get to be competitive in each and every game. And if they do go this season without a win, how to get a win. And again, I do believe they can still get a win here this year. They got Mille Lacs, then they're West Lutheran, then East Central, Bram, Carleton, Renshaw, Swanville, McGregor, Bram again, Floodwood, East Central again, St. John's Prep, and Uppsala. So in looking at those games, I think there is a win or 2 in there for them. I think that they can capture. It's just about maximizing their talent that they have and getting, I think, just more consistency from one side or the other. You see the 81 points per game given up. Defensively, they'd like to be a little bit stronger, but they also don't have as much depth as other teams do this year either. So you've got a little bit of a depth issue. You've got a little bit of an inexperience issue this year. And I don't know if it's an issue. I think it's just a way for you to grow. So they've got some growing to do, but I think this team is going to be just fine throughout the end of the regular season and into the new season next year. So they'll continue to grow. They'll have the experience come back next year from these underclassmen. Obviously, they'll miss the seniors, but I think they will be just fine and on their way to some very good games coming up. Again, both of these teams have some real and very winnable games at the end of this regular season. And if we take a look at the section, it is, again, Section 5 Single A. I think I said 3A at one point. No, it's 5 Single A. But for Mille Lacs, they're right outside of a home game right now. Mille Lacs is in the 5th seed right now if playoffs were to start today. And they're just behind Swanville. And there's a real solid chance Mille Lacs could wind up getting the number 4 seed. They're a half game in overall record better than Swanville, but it's the section record that makes the difference, and Swanville has 4 wins while Mille Lacs has only 1. So that is the big difference in why Mille Lacs is not into that 4 seed and pretty much locked into that 4 seed, and why Swanville still has the advantage and could still see a home playoff game. So that's the difference right now for Mille Lacs in a home playoff game and an away playoff game. And as of right now, I do believe 4 and 5 would play each other, if I do remember correctly. We'll go ahead and take a look at the playoffs because, well, again, like I mentioned, almost in every game from here on out, you'll hear us mention the playoffs. But in 5A East, that playoff set begins March 2nd. So we're still about just over a month, well, just under a month away. But it does look like, yes, 4 and 5 would wind up playing each other. So Swanville and Mille Lacs might just wind up playing each other, whether it's in Swanville or in Mille Lacs. Now, 2 other teams that have a chance to get there: Hinckley Finlayson and North Lakes Academy. Hinckley Finlayson's 3-2 in the section. Now they're 5-13, so they're 2 games behind Mille Lacs and 1 game behind Swanville. But you look at the difference; they're 3-2 in the section. They're 5-13 overall. This could be Hinckley Finlayson could be a sneaky team to wind up getting a home playoff game. Hinckley Finlayson, I think they've got the talent as well. They could sneak into that 4 spot as well before the end of the season, so don't count them out. That's going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame show on KBEK. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilmore. We're going to take a commercial break. Then when we come back, we'll have our national anthem been played, and we will announce your starting lineups here, and then we'll be ready for tip-off in this boys basketball game here in Ogilvie.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on KBK Nice 95.5 FM. It's the game day going out here at Ogilvie High School. This game's going to be a good one. The gym is packed. You've got the student sections here. You got a lot of students out here. Plus, Mille Lacs has made the trip as well. They've got some fans out here. So your starting lineups, though, for the Mille Lacs Raiders, it will be number 1, Josh Nickelboyne. Number 2, Isaiah Burr. Number 3, Leland Smith. Number 5, Jacob Scheck. And number 22, Gabe Honick. They are, of course, head coached by Jason Runyon. On the other side for the Ogilvie Lions, it will be number 0, Tegan Huffman. Number 3, Xander Kimball. Number 4, Johnny Hoffman. Number 11, Adam Shodin. And number 21, Landon Hatfield. They are head coached by Dylan Altendorf. The Raiders in their all-white unis, the red letters and numbers outlined in yellow, the red and yellow striping on the neck trim of the sleeves and the bottom of the shorts. The Ogilvie Lions in the all-black with the white numbers, orange letters, and the orange stripe down the side of the jersey and short. We are set to get started here. Teams getting their final encouraging words for each other, and yeah, Mille Lacs won this game earlier in the year, 85-30 I think it was, but I think as the season has gone along, the Lions have grown, and I think this could wind up being a lot closer game. I think the Lions also have a chance to win their first game of the season tonight. Meanwhile, here is Shodin, and the Raiders will win the tip. It's back out now to Sheck. Sheck will give on the near side to Nickaboyne. Now at the top of the key to Burr, and Burr will pull it down. He'll try to go inside. That one is stolen away, and 2 there for Johnny Hoffman. So the Lions are on the board first. Big time steal, and 2 there. Meanwhile, here's Nickaboyne. He'll give over now to Smith. Leland Smith, nice spin move inside. Shot is up, and he gets the friendly bounce for 2. And it's 2-2 now. Here come the Lions back up the other way. Xander Kimball will give into the far side corner. Huffman now back to Kimball. Now on this near side. Oh, not sure who that was supposed to go to, but Hoffman winds up with it. Now over to Huffman. And Huffman looking. He'll go back to Kimball. Xander Kimball looking. He'll give now to Hatfield. And that going to be nearly stolen away by Burr. And Hoffman's going to get the foul there as that one was nearly stolen away. And Hoffman just trying to do all he could to prevent a fast break 2. So Honeck will now inbound to Burr, and Burr gives it back to Honeck. Now on the far side there to Nickaboyne. Now to Sheck. Sheck inside. Shot by Honeck is up. No good. And they're going to get a foul on Ogilvie again. That is going to go against Landon Hatfield, his first, team second. And Honeck will shoot 2. Honeck's first one is up and no good. And Honeck good on that one. So 1 of 2 there for Honeck, makes it 3-2. And Ogilvie will try and bring it up. There's Hoffman, give to Kimball now. Kimball gets a screen, give over to Hoffman. Hoffman gets up the court, drive to the basket. Oh, and just leaves it short on the layup. It's rebounded by Isaiah Burr. Here come the Raiders. Gabe Honeck being pushed, yeah. And that's a foul there on Huffman. And yeah, he was pushing him out of bounds. You know, good play, but just too much contact there. So Huffman gonna get called for the foul. Raiders will inbound right underneath to Sheck, and Sheck an easy 2. He just got lost underneath. And now this one to Hoffman, and Hoffman loses it. Gonna be stolen away by Nickaboyne. Now give to Honeck underneath. And Adam Shodin gonna get the foul. It's his first, team's 4th. And they will not count the shot, so Honeck looks like he will shoot 2. Okay, I guess they did. So he makes it a 3-point play, which makes it 8-2. Now we'll get a whistle here on, they say 6-2. It should be, I think, 8-2. Well, Honeck will pick up his first foul. Meanwhile, here's Kimball trying to bring it up the court, gets around a couple of defenders. He's going to drive himself inside. He lost it, and he gets called. Well, he doesn't get called for the foul. The defender gets called for the foul. That's going to go against Burr. And Burr with his first, team second. And will Kimball go to the line for 2? Yes. So Kimball will shoot 2 now for the Lions. First one's up and good. 8-3. And that one's no good. Rebounded here by Hoffman. And now stolen away by Burr. Burr lays it up and in for two. Meanwhile, here's Kimball on the inbound. He gives it to Huffman. And now a long three there from Landon. Hatfield is good to make it 10-6 in Hatfield. That's got to feel good. So 10-6 now our score. A big three coming from Landon Hatfield. On this near side, Burr. Burr gives inside to Smith. Smith lost it. He picks it back up, though. Spin move. Hook shot is off the glass and good. What a spinning shot there by Smith. Inbound will go to Kimball. Kimball will try to get around Honick. Honick is a very sticky defender. He is tough to get around. Kimball with 2 seconds. Plenty of time to get up the court. He does it. Now underneath to Hoffman, and Hoffman wide open. Not sure how he got wide open, but hey, great job by Hoffman there. Just getting lost. And now Nick Boyne for three, and that is good for Mille Lacs. 15-8, and all of a sudden these offenses are off and running. Hoffman quite literally running to the basket and dropping it in for two. Johnny Hoffman is off to a good start here for the Lions. 15-10 is our score, and we're going to get a timeout called. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take one as well here on KBEK.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Well, it was a minute timeout, but the Raiders are back out there and ready to go, so I figure I better come back as well. It is 15-10, and the Ogilvie Lions offense has got rolling here in this first half. Johnny Hoffman has had 6 points already. They have found him open on four of his 6 points, and then his last one, he just used his speed to get by the defenders and drove to the basket and got a nice layup for two, and he is getting a really good start here for the Lions. Meanwhile, here come the Raiders. It's Honick with it. Honick will bring it up the court now, give on this near side. Nick Boyne trying to get around the defenders. He finds a lane underneath, gives it to Honick. Honick left it short, gets his own rebound, gives now to Smith for three, and Leland Smith is good on the three. He makes it 18-10. Kimball will inbound here to Hoffman. Hoffman will look. He'll try to give up to Kimball. Instead, he'll keep it himself. Now Hoffman gets by the defender into the near side corner to Huffman. Huffman, he gets fouled, and that's going to go against Smith. So Leland Smith, picks up his first, team's third. And it'll be an inbound now for the Lions. Hoffman on this near sideline will inbound. Inbounds to Kimball. Kimball now over to Shodid. Underneath to Hoffman, and it is blocked by Smith, but taken back by the Lions. Stolen away here. I think that was Sheck who got it, and stolen right back. Right there by Huffman. Huffman got the steal right back, and now the Lions have it offensively. It's Hatfield. Hatfield to Kimball. Huffman. He'll look. He'll give back to Hoffman. Trying to drive inside, trying to do a little too much himself. It's stolen away by Leland Smith, and Honick takes it all the way for two. So makes it 20-10. This opportunistic defense capitalizing there. Hoffman gives near side corner Hatfield. Hatfield looks to take the shot. It was knocked away by Sheck. Still in his hands though. Now to Huffman. Keegan Huffman will look. He'll give to Hatfield. Hatfield trying to drive inside. Puts up a shot. Hesitation move. No good. Nick Boyne with the rebound. Lax moving the ball quickly. Nick Boyne to the basket. Nice move. Drops it in for two. 22-10. So that timeout proving to be a key timeout there by Mille Lacs. Here comes Kimball trying to work it up the court, and that one's knocked away but taken right back by Hoffman. Now to Hatfield over the defender for three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Leland Smith picks up the rebound there for Mille Lacs. He'll bring it up the court, give on the far side to Honick. Honick fakes the three, now drives. Give outside to Smith. Smith, he'll look, give to Nick Boyne. Nick Boyne will take the left-handed three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Johnny Hoffman with the rebound here for Ogilvie. He'll bring it up the court, trying to make something happen, and now we get a timeout here by Ogilvie. Ogilvie takes a timeout, and while they take one, we will as well. Back in a minute on KBEK.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK, 22-10 is the Raiders' lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they have 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. You can find out more at embracemn.com. Lions will get set to inbound. Hoffman will look to inbound. We do have a new young man in there for Ogilvie. That's Reed Nyquist, wearing number 1. Meanwhile, this pass on the far side stolen away by almost. As he got the steal, did number 0, Wesley Harrington. He stepped out of bounds on the far side. So that will go back to the Lions. We also got number 41 into the game here for Ogilvie. That's Tony Bitts. A 3. Good from Nyquist. Nyquist, a big-time 3, and you can hear the exultation from the crowd. They knew they needed that. Give on this near side to Burr. Burr trying to go inside to Smith. Stolen away by Hoffman, and he draws the foul as well. That was going to be the 4th on Mille Lacs, the 2nd on Leland Smith. Now 23 into the game here for Mille Lacs. I'll get his name in a moment. That is Eric Harrington. Another 3. This is good, and that is Adam Shodin. 22-16 on the 3. Harrington will drive to the basket. The floater, no good. Rebounded by Shodin. Kimball brings it forward. He gives on the far side to Hoffman. Hoffman pauses. He'll look. He'll give now to Shodin. Shodin over to Kimball. Kimball in this near side corner, driving. He's stuck by Honeck. Now to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to get through a couple defenders. Shot is up. No shot, they're going to say. They're going to get a foul first on Mille Lacs. They're going to get this one on Eric Harrington, his first. Team's 5th now. And we'll get 21 and 44 into the game. 21 is going to be Aiden Brooks. 44 will be Jaden Nikwanabe. A 3 here is off the mark and rebounded by Eric Harrington. And here come the Raiders back the other way. Here's a 3 attempt from Wesley Harrington. That shot is up, no good. Hoffman had the rebound. It's knocked out, stolen back by Wesley Harrington. That shot's going to come up short. And rebounded this time by Hatfield for Ogilvie. He'll give now on this near side to Shodin. Meanwhile, here's now a steal for the Raiders. Honeck will get the steal plus the and 1. Shodin will pick up his 2nd foul. I may be off. But Honeck did drop it in for 2. So now he gets a +1 opportunity again. Honeck is good. So another 3-point play there for Honeck. It's 25-16 real quickly, but here comes Hoffman up. He gives on this near side to Hatfield. Hatfield pulls it in, gives now to Kimball. Kimball will try and get around 2 defenders. kind of ran into his teammate there, and now Shodin driving to the basket as he picked up that ball. He is fouled, and that'll go, I believe, on Nick Quinaby. It is on him, his first. This one up by no good by Hoffman. That ball's still up for grabs. Eric Harrington going to be the only one who gets close to it. And then as he was getting it up the court, he lost it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Ogilvie. Hoffman will inbound to Kimball. Kimball will start in the backcourt, and Kimball will bring it forward past the timeline, trying to get it to Shodin, but an easy steal there, and two for Aiden Brooks. Again, this Mille Lacs defense is opportunistic, to say the least, and they create another turnover there for two. This going to be another foul here for Eric Harrington. It'll be his second, team seventh, and it'll be a 1-and-1 now for Ogilvie. Ogilvie will go to the free throw line and attempt the 1-and-1. It's Hoffman who will go and shoot. Huffman checks back into the game. And Hoffman's first one is no good. No good, rebounded there by Mille Lacs. That is Wesley Harrington with the rebound. Give on the far side to Brooks for three. That's no good. And rebounded there by Landon Hatfield. Hatfield gives to Kimball. Kimball using some fancy ball dribbling. And now give to Shodin. Shodin, the floater is good for two. 27-18. Here come the Raiders back the other way. Honick with it. Gives top the key to Brooks. Brooks on the senior side, Wesley Harrington. He's going to try and drive. Stops his dribble. Nearly stolen away. We're going to get a jump ball there. Nice job by the Lions to get their hands around it. And Eric Harrington, he was shocked, to say the least, when he found out it was a jump ball. Meanwhile, they get this inbounded to Shodin, and Shodin is going to get a late foul call on Brooks. And Shodin will go to line and shoot a 1-and-1. Brooks with his first foul, team's eighth, so 1-and-1 for Shodin. 27-18, 9:57 to go here in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Shodin's first one is no good. Rebounded there by Eric Harrington. Now on the far side, they give top the key to Brooks. On this near side, Honick back to Brooks. Well, it kind of slipped out of his hands. It didn't quite get there to Brooks the way he wanted to. Now, meanwhile, giving this near side to Harrington. Underneath now to Wesley Harrington on the far side. Honick for three. That is good from Honick. Well, he's had a couple of three-point plays, but no three-point shots, and that one his first. 30-18 now. They get the steal off the inbound to the Raiders. It was Brooks with the steal. Now another three that misses. This is going to be rebounded here by Hoffman. Hoffman again stolen by Brooks, and Brooks draws the foul. Now he'll shoot two. This foul going to go against Xander Kimball. His first, team sixth, and Aiden Brooks will shoot two. 30-18 is our score. 9:20 left in the first half. Brooks' first one is up and good. Make it 31-18. Couple of subs in and out here for both squads. Burr back into the game, as well as Sheck and Nickaboyne. Also back in for the Lions, Nyquist. Brooks' second one is good as well. So Brooks 2 for 2 on the free throws, makes it 32-18. And the Lions try and go back the other way. Hoffman trying to give back to Kimball. And just a miscommunication there as the pass went behind Kimball. Hoffman was hoping he would stay, and Kimball started to go up the court thinking he had the defender beat. So a little bit of miscommunication there on the side of Ogilvie. And that leads to a turnover, another one. Meanwhile, here is Brooks. Brooks give back outside to Wesley Harrington. Harrington dribbles it to the top of the key. Now we'll go underneath to Sheck. Sheck back outside. Burr comes up short. And rebounded there by Reed Nyquist. Nyquist gives now on the far side Hatfield. He gives up to Kimball. Kimball toting the line there at half court. Almost got an over and back, but does a good job to get this ball to the court. Then this one way over the head of Nyquist as Hatfield trying to make that lob pass over. It may just have slipped out of his hands, quite simply. Tony Bitts will check into the game for Hatfield. That's a tough one there for Hatfield, just trying to make a play on this far side and just put a little too much juice on that one. Meanwhile, another turnover. They come back the other way, do the Raiders. Sheck will shoot for 3. That was just off the mark, and Bitts will get the rebound. Bitts gives to Kimball. Kimball trying to get by the defender and get up the court, but Wesley Harrington providing some good defense. They're going to get a double dribble there on Kimball. And Kimball not too happy. So another turnover here by Ogilvie, and the Raiders bring the ball back into their offensive zone on the far side. Nickaboyne to Sheck. Sheck give on this near side to Burr. Wesley Harrington for 3, no good. And Brooks, he got the rebound, missing again, got another rebound. The kick outside for 3, Wesley Harrington. This one no good, rebounded by Nyquist. And again, going to be stolen away by Brooks. Brooks to the basket and drops this one in for 2. Oh my goodness, the opportunistic defense just all over this Ogilvie offense, and this is going to be another turnover as Shodin tried to inbound this ball. It was knocked out of bounds by a Raider, and then Shodin tried to jump from out of bounds, inbounds, and throw it back. But he didn't establish himself in bounds, so it becomes now a turnover and another one here for Ogilvie, and a timeout called by the Lions, and they need it right now. They're just a little shaken to begin this first half. We'll take 30 seconds and be back.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on Nice 95.5 KBEK, the Lions have just kind of shot themselves in the foot here these last 5 or so possessions. The last one on an inbound, it was blocked by a Raider player, and Shodin tried to jump from the out of bounds and slap it back to his teammate, but he didn't establish himself in bounds, so it winds up being a turnover, and it's just kind of a lapse in judgment there, and maybe just not fully understanding the rules. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean sometimes in the heat of the game, and maybe if you're new to basketball, you just don't fully know all the nuances of the rules. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that could be one possibility, but yeah, just a lapse there in judgment. Meanwhile, here's Hoffman. Hoffman, steal and 2. And boy, oh boy, did the Lions need that. They desperately needed that one. And Hoffman comes up big with a steal and 2, 34-20. Here come the Raiders right back. Brooks has proven to be a really good player off the bench. Meanwhile, this is going to be stolen away by Nyquist. Nearly stolen back by Wesley Harrington. Instead, they're going to get him for a foul. Wesley Harrington picks up his first foul, the team's 9th, and it will be a 1-and-1, and I believe it will be Nyquist who heads to the line. It will be 34-20, and Nyquist at the line to try and shoot a 1-and-1. This one's good, and he'll get another opportunity. Smith and Honick back into the game for Mille Lacs. Wesley Harrington out. And looks like Brooks also out. Brooks, man, he provided some spark for that Raiders team coming off the bench. Meanwhile, here's Nyquist. Second one does find its way home. So 2 for 2 there for Nyquist, 34-22, and that is big. Now, here comes, Nickaboyne. No foul called. And the rebound there by Ogilvie. And then Nickaboyne stole it right back because Ogilvie just did not hold on to the ball well. And Nickaboyne got it back, and then Kimball trying to get the ball back from him fouled him, and now Nickaboyne will shoot 2. First one's up, and no good. Substitution here. Checking into the game will be Hatfield. He'll come in for Bitts. And Nickaboyne makes that one. So 1 of 2 there for Nickaboyne, makes it 35-22. And the Lions will go back up the other way. Hoffman gets the pass from Kimball, now on the far side. Oh my goodness, Burr, what a steal. Talk about cold-blooded, that steal. I mean, he had hands of glue there. There is nobody else that may have gotten that steal other than Burr. Let's see if we can't get a replay on it, because that was impressive to say the least. He was fouled. He'll shoot 2. I didn't quite see who that was on. Was that on Hatfield? No. Looks like it was Kimball again with his 3rd. So let's take a look at the replay. Look at this replay on the far side of your screen. Watch the pass. Boom. He just takes it away. I mean, that. Let's just watch it again one more time. So look to the. Now watch this. Look on the far side of your screen as Hoffman has it. And the pass, boom, just taken away. Meanwhile, 0 for 2 there was the shooter. And now a 3 here from Nickaboyne. That is good. Makes it 39-22. And almost another steal. It's going to wind up another steal. Leland Smith this time as it was poked out from behind. Nickaboyne to the basket. No good. And it falls into the hands there of Hatfield. Going to get a foul here on the Raiders. 39-22. This will be 2 shots now for the Lions. They will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. This one is going to go against Josh Nickaboyne. His first, but the team's 10th. So Landon Hatfield will shoot 2 now. 39-22 is our score. First one's up from Hatfield and good. 39-23. This one also good. So Hatfield 2 of 2 there on the free throws, makes it 39-24. Back the other way come the Lions, or the Raiders, excuse me. And this ball going to be knocked out of bounds. It will go back to the Lions. And so now they create a turnover. Now they need to capitalize off of this turnover, get some points out of it, and slowly work their way back and cut this deficit down as nearly 5 seconds gone off the clock there on that inbound, but they do just get it inbounded. Nyquist on this near side. 3 was blocked by Isaiah Burr again, and then they stole it back. Shot is up and no good there. Honick gets the rebound. He could have been called and had a foul on the defender. Meanwhile, Sheck for 3 makes it 42-24. Hoffman works it up the court quickly, and Hoffman bending that body like, I mean, I don't even have a phrase for that, just bending it, twisting. Impressive. Got himself into a pretzel there almost. This ball up for grabs, travel there on Smith. You know, they're letting him play. They're letting him be pretty physical out there, and they're letting him play. So this is going to be a travel as Smith fell. The ball goes back to Ogilvie. 42-26, 5:56 to go in the first half. This just going to be inbounded in time to Shodin. Shodin now holds it. And he's going to find a lane to get up the court. Gives now to Huffman. 3 is well short, and Honick gets the rebound there for the Raiders. Honick trying to drive and do it himself. And that pass to absolutely nobody. He thought somebody was there at the top of the key. There was nobody home. And Mille with the turnover. Again, Ogilvie just needs to start capitalizing on these turnovers. They got a freebie there from the Raiders. Shodin into the offensive zone. Trying to dribble around the defender, and this one's up for grabs. Lost again, out of bounds. That should, yeah. It will go back and stay with Ogilvie. So it was knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. Got some tired bodies out there for the Lions. Again, bench not overly deep this year. So you got a lot of guys who play a lot of minutes. And Shodin will get the inbound. Shodin will give to Hoffman. Hoffman for trying to go for three. The shot was no good. It was blocked, and the two is no good there. Rebounded by Leland Smith. A three from Honick is well off the mark, and an easy rebound there for Nyquist. Falls right into his lap, and he gives on the far side to Hoffman. Now to Shodin. Shodin wanted the three. There was nothing there. He'll give back to Hoffman on the elbow now to Nyquist at the top of the key. Nearly had it stolen away. Now we're going to get a foul, and I think they're going to get this one on Nickaboyne. So Nyquist will shoot two. Yes, it is on Nickaboyne, his second. And Nyquist to shoot two from the free throw line, 42-26 for 52 to go in half number one. This one no good. We'll get, 4 in, 4 out for Mille Lacs. Both the Harringtons in, as well as a new player. They've got number 24 into the game now, and that is Jaden Dunlap. Meanwhile, Nyquist, no good on that one. And it's going to be picked up and rebounded by Jaden Dunlap. So Dunlap got the rebound, and then a timeout called there by the Raiders. And while they take one, we will as well, back after 30 seconds here on KBEK.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. Lions and Raiders going at it in this Section 5 Single A Great River Conference matchup. Dunlap, he takes it, looks, he'll give over to Wesley Harrington. Wesley will look, give to Smith. Leland Smith, take it to the basket. Lob shot is good. 44-26. Up the court goes Hoffman, give to Kimball. Kimball trying to get around his defender. He pulls it down, has it knocked out, then hands to Huffman. Over now to Hatfield. Hatfield will look, top of the key. Kimball fakes the shot, drives inside, lob shot, and that is good. Kimball with his first bucket of the afternoon makes it 44-28. Smith outside to Brooks. It's stolen away by Hoffman. Hoffman will take it, and no, it's no good. Rebounded, though, by Hoffman himself. He'll then take the long two. That is no good, and Brooks gets the rebound there for Mille Lacs, and that is what you just cannot have if you're Ogilvie. You gotta hit on those. Brooks will try and give here to Dunlap in this near side corner. Wesley Harrington, that's going to be off the mark for three. Dunlap comes back, gets the rebound. That shot no good. Another rebound for Dunlap. That shot no good, and it's rebounded here by Huffman. Huffman gives to Kimball. Kimball going back to Huffman. Huffman just at the timeline. He'll give back to Kimball. Kimball will look. Trying to go to Nyquist. Nyquist, nice cut inside, then leaves it short. Dunlap with the rebound, and Nyquist knew it. He just so upset with himself. Meanwhile, here's Brooks. Brooks will kick to the far side. Wesley Harrington all alone for three. No good. And a rebound here. Nyquist just simply wanted it more. Oh, and not sure what Hatfield is doing. He passed it right to Brooks. Brooks to Smith. And he'll draw the foul. Brooks with yet another steal. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Leland Smith. Or it should be two, I believe. It's a shot foul. Meanwhile, this is going to be the second for Hatfield. Smith, no good on the first. Nyquist out. Shodin will check in. And Smith, that one is good. So 1 and 2 there for Leland Smith. 45-28 is our score. This pass up the court to Kimball. Kimball getting through some traffic, puts up a lob shot high off the glass. It's going to be no good. Rebounded here by Brooks. Brooks will bring it forward. Brooks going to take it all the way. Nice move inside. Can't quite get it to fall. And Huffman. Brooks trying to steal that one back, but he at least draws the jump ball, and And the possession arrow points the way of the Raiders, so you got that going for you if you are the Raiders. Inbound to Leland Smith, and he puts one up. It's no good. Rebounded here by Eric Harrington, and he is fouled, and that's going to be the 10th team foul on Ogilvie, so he'll go to line and shoot 2. That's going to go against Landon Hatfield. Well, Hatfield will pick up his 3rd. First one up here by Harrington is no good. Harrington corrects and gets that one to fall. 46-28. Now the score. Shodin trying to give a couple spin moves, and Dunlap, ooh, he does not agree with that one, and I don't know if I do either. It looked like he got a clean poke, but they're going to say he got more than just the ball, and now should be Shodin going to the line to shoot 2. 2:40 left here in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Got some Light Force braces and Invisalign clear liners. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Shodin makes the first. 46-29. And that one good as well. So Shodin makes them both. It's 46-30. And the Raiders coming back into the offensive zone. It's Brooks. He'll give over to Wesley Harrington. Wesley Harrington inside to Smith. Smith wanted to go back out. Gives it to a cutting Brooks. He leaves it short. And Tony Bitts will get the rebound. Kimball will bring it forward. Kimball trying to go somewhere on this near side elbow. He'll pull up from 3. No good. And a rebound there for Eric Harrington. He'll hand back to Wesley. And Wesley will now give on the far side. Brooks. Brooks fakes the 3. Dunlap will take it from long range. That's going to fall right into the lap of Shodin for an easy rebound. Shodin gives into this near side corner. Hoffman lost it, and it'll be stolen away by Eric Harrington. Here comes Leland Smith now. Give outside Dunlap, fakes the 3. He'll drive inside, lob shot up, no good, and he's going to get his own rebound. Does Dunlap. Now give here to Eric Harrington for 3. That's no good. Brooks got the rebound, give to Smith. That's going to be no good. And this is going to go out of bounds. They're going to say off of Mille Lacs, so it will go back to Ogilvie with 1:39 to go. And do they get 4 and 4 out again? Looks like they did so. And we will see yet another. Oh, no, he has been in. Okay, Jaden Nikwanabe into the game, as is Honick. And is that it? Is that all that really came in? No. We got Burr into the game as well, and he will get the steal. Burr with yet another steal here for the Raiders. Looks, gives to Honick. Now to Smith, to Honick again. He gets through some traffic, and Honick lays it up and in for 2. 48-30 now. But the Lions offense trying to get going. Kimball will chuck it into this near side corner. Shodin tries to drive baseline, give on the far side. Well, trying to get it to Nyquist, and then it just went a little too far on that baseline as it goes out of bounds. So another turnover. Ball goes back to the Raiders. Now under a minute to go here in this first half. Honick will give it the far side to Eric Harrington underneath to Smith. Smith looks. Honick wide open on this elbow, but he's not going to take it. He's instead going to try and drive. Gives on the far side to Burr. Burr, he'll look now. This gets to Smith. Smith, shot, good. Leland Smith, good drive there to the basket to drop that one in for 2. It's 50-30 now. Now going the other way is Ogilvie. Hoffman trying to get it on underneath the basket, and he was bothered by 2 different defenders and gave outside to Nyquist, and Nyquist just couldn't pull it in cleanly. So it'll be another turnover as it goes out of bounds. Eric Harrington gets the pass up from Honick. Give back to Smith. It will wind up instead going to Honick in this near side corner to Eric Harrington. Back to Honick. He'll look over to Smith. Instead, he'll pull it down. Now give outside to Smith. Smith looking at the 3. He'll hand off to Burr. Burr will give on the far side to Honick. Honick in a drive. Runs into his good zone defense. Gives here to Eric Harrington. He fakes the shot, then drives. Shot is up. No good. Nikwanabe, the shot is no good. And that long shot will be no good as it was rebounded by Kimball. So that takes us to half. And the Raiders lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 50-30 over the Ogilvie Lions. What a good first half of action here. We are going to go and take a commercial break, but stay tuned after that commercial break. It will be time for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. But first, a word from our fine sponsors.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is
Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Back here on KBEK, it is now time for your halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They are ICAR and ASE certified, and they are recommended by insurance companies. So if you've had an accident, head on over to Hones Auto Body and Glass and let them fix you up. Your collision and mechanical needs all there at Hones Auto Body and Glass. Halftime here in Ogilvie, the Lions trail the Raiders 50-30. Taking a look at the first half stats, leading the way for Mille Lacs was Gabe Honick with 14, 12 for Leland Smith, 9 for Josh Nickelboyne, and if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I sincerely apologize. Aiden Brooks has 6, 5 for Jacob Scheck, 2 for Burr, and 1 for Harrington. Leading the way rebound-wise was Harrington with 6, and then he had 4 for both Brooks and Dunlap. They had 17 team steals, 5 of them coming from Brooks, 3 from Burr. 2 blocks and 11 team fouls. On the other side for the Ogilvie Lions, leading the way was Johnny Hoffman with 10 points, 7 for Shodin, 5 for Hatfield and Nyquist, and then 3 for Kimball. Leading the way in the rebounds was Hoffman with 5, 4 then for Nyquist. They had 16 steals, 6 team steals, I should say, 4 coming from Hoffman, and they had 10 team fouls. So it was a first half that, saw both teams get on to a little bit of a good start. You got a run from each squad, but then all of a sudden, Mille Lacs just started to turn up the heat defensively, and the Raiders just, they really were taking everything away that Ogilvie wanted to do, and they drew so many turnovers, and that was the biggest issue here in this first half, was the fact that Ogilvie just couldn't hold on to the ball, and he had a few what felt like fairly fundamental lapse mistakes where he had an inbound on this near baseline and for Ogilvie, and the inbound went in. It was knocked back out of bounds by a member of Mille Lacs, but then the player who was inbounding jumped into play, tried to slap it forward to his teammate, but he didn't establish himself on the court of play, so it was out of bounds, so it went right back to Mille Lacs, and Mille Lacs more times than not capitalized on those turnovers. So it's just been an unfortunate first half for Ogilvie, but despite that, they're right in this game. You give them a couple more runs like they had there early in that first half, this thing is completely turned around, and we're looking at Ogilvie getting right back into this thing, and we're then talking about Ogilvie possibly kind of trying to tie this game up and taking the lead. It looked like right on that run early in the first half, if they could have taken the lead, that they probably could have had this first half, let's put it this way, would look a lot different than it does right now. But you could tell Ogilvie got a little bit frustrated. They got a little bit flustered and then just started not to play as fundamentally well as they should. They started to overthink things, and that's when the turnovers happened. And once the turnovers happened, well, they just kind of piled on, and Mille Lacs made the most of those turnovers, and the Raiders did what they could and started to pull away a little bit. But right towards the end there, the Lions did a really good job of just making sure this thing didn't get too far out of hand. You got to give a lot of credit to Hoffman. Hoffman made a few big plays kind of by himself. He got lost a couple times underneath the basket. He forced himself open and just used some of that speed that he has to get himself open as well. And then you look at a guy like Shodin, who really came on late, but he made a couple of big plays late in this half as well. A big three coming from him, and then a couple of layups too. So they do have some of these guys. They've got the explosiveness to get around these defenders. It's just, can they hang on to the ball will be the biggest question here in this second half. And if they can and avoid the turnovers and get their offense rolling like we have seen they have the ability to, they certainly, in my mind, no doubt can get back into this one. But Mille Lacs, that dominant defense, man, it showed its face here early in this half, and they're looking to just play dominant defense once again in this second half. That is going to do it, though, for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They have over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road and have those state-of-the-art facilities. We're going to take a commercial break. When we return, it'll be time for the second half of action here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Back here on KBEK, it's time for our second half action. 18 minutes are put back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Plus, If you don't have insurance, well, don't worry about it. They'll find They'll find a payment plan to fit your budget at EmbraceAMN.com. So the Lions will start the second half with the ball. They go inside to Kimball. Kimball, with one hand, makes the pass to Hoffman, and Hoffman drops it in for two. Good-looking play. A little bit risky, but you know what? When they get it to work out, you're happy with it. Hoffman will get the steal, and then we get an over and back. So Hoffman got the steal, and he was tight roping the sidelines, and he was falling out of bounds, so he just had to throw it to someone. And as he did, unfortunately, they were still in the backcourt. He was in the front, and that is going to be an over and back. So another turnover there by Ogilvie, and the Raiders will now have it offensively. And in this near side corner, it's Nickaboyne. He gives to Smith. Smith to Sheck. Sheck over to Honick. Honick, their leading scorer from the first half, gives them the near side. Nickaboyne, that's going to be nothing. It may have been blocked, too. I couldn't quite tell if it was blocked or if it was kind of just slipped out of his hands. Either way, it is going to be Ogilvie ball. Great defense there that time by the Lions. Kimball will work this up the court, gives in this near side to Huffman, back out to Kimball. Lions will go right to left on your radio dial. Raiders left to right. Meanwhile, this is going to be stolen away by Smith, and Honick will look for two, and he drops it in for the two. So Smith with the steal, Honick for two, 52-32. Back up the other way. Kimball will give to Shodin. Now back to Kimball. Kimball will give over to Hoffman. Now back to Kimball, back to Hoffman. Hoffman looks in this near side corner to Huffman. Huffman had it poked out, and this almost stolen away. Leland Smith trying to convince the ref, hey, it's our ball, but no, he was the last one to touch it out. Hoffman will inbound right to Kimball. And Kimball will try and go underneath. Strong pass to Shodin. Shodin with the hesitation draws the foul. He'll go to line and shoot two. That one is going to go against Josh Nickaboyne, his third, team's first of the second half. And now Shodin will shoot two. Shodin, good on the first. Shodin, good on both. 4-4 on the free throw line tonight for Shodin, and he makes it 52-34. Only a minute and a half come off the clock so far in this second half. Nickaboyne has it for Mille Lacs, give to Sheck. Sheck trying to go underneath to Burr, but that ball is going to be lost. It's going to be stolen away, yes, by Shodin, and then he was nearly pushed back into it by Sheck, but does a good job just to kind of keep himself away from it. So another inbound. Kimball will bring it forward for the Lions. He looks, gives to the far side to Hoffman. Now back to Kimball. Kimball will go back to Hoffman, and that pass to Kimball, just a tad behind, and it is going to be yet another Ogilvie turnover. And I'm sure if you're Coach Altendorf, you're just a little bit sick to your stomach to see that, because you know you've got the offense that can get it done. It's just turnovers have been a major problem. Meanwhile, here's Honick. Honick in the near side. Three is well short, and Huffman gets the rebound. Give over to Kimball now, and Kimball will bring it forward. Kimball will try to give on this near side. It's stolen away by Honick. Honick with the steal. He's going to take it himself, and that shot is good for two. Well, Honick did it all that time, makes it 54-34. And here comes Kimball, though. Kimball using the speed, trying to take it to the basket. Shot high off the glass and no good. And this is rebounded by Sheck. Sheck to Nickaboyne. Now to Honick. Honick looking in the near side corner to Nickaboyne. Now to Honick again. Honick to Smith. Leland Smith drive inside. Kick out. Nickaboyne three. No good. And Kimball is there to pick up the rebound. He'll give quickly up the court here. I didn't even see it. That Hoffman had it up the court so far. It's going to be rebounded by Leland Smith after the Hoffman miss. Kick on this near side to Nickaboyne. Pass wasn't as clean as he'd like it to be. So now he'll give back to, that is Smith. Smith, give on the far side, Honick. Honick will drive, give back outside to Sheck. Sheck looking for three. He'll sidestep and go for three anyways. That's going to be no good. Burr with the rebound. Burr trying to give underneath. Almost stolen away, but Nickaboyne comes up with it. Burr for three. That time going to be no good. And this is rebounded by Honick. Now to Burr again. Thought about the three. gives to Nickaboyne, and Nickaboyne drive to the basket. He laid it in for 2, but he traveled. Nyquist will check into the game for Huffman. And the inbound from Kimball to Hoffman. Right back to Kimball. He gives on this near side now to Nyquist. Back to Kimball. Kimball to the far side. Hoffman looking for 3. Instead, it'll be, that is Hatfield for 3. And Nyquist will pick up the rebound. Underneath Kimball. Instead, goes back outside. Nyquist sidestep, and the 3. Good. Nyquist for 3. 54-37. Honick looks to drive. It goes off of a leg or foot of Ogilvie out of bounds, and it will stay with the Raiders. Wesley Harrington will check into the game for Honick. And the inbound will go to Smith. Smith will find the top of the key to Harrington. Harrington will kick over to Burr underneath Sheck. Sheck right underneath the basket is Wesley Harrington, and he puts up the shot and is fouled. He'll go to line and shoot 2. First team foul for Ogilvie here in this second half. And that is going to go against Kimball, his 4th. Well, that less than ideal if you're Ogilvie. Meanwhile, Wesley Harrington's first one is no good. And Harrington will line up for his second. This one, no good as well. Rebounded by Kimball. Kimball brings it quickly up the court. Kick back to Hoffman. And Hoffman will give back to Kimball. Kimball over to Hoffman. Drive inside, little floater is good. 54-39. Inbound to Harrington, and he'll give it right back to Nickaboyne. Nickaboyne was kind of waiting for him. He was kind of like, hey, man, come back. I got to get it to you. Meanwhile, now over to Burr. Right inside to Smith. Smith underneath, and Sheck just got lost under there, and he'll drop it in for 2. Makes it 56-39. Meanwhile, this shot is missed and rebounded by Wesley Harrington. Trying to go underneath, stolen away by Hoffman. Hoffman back up the other way, trying to go for 2. Was he fouled? No, they're going to get him for a travel. Travel called there on Hoffman. We'll give the ball back to Ogilvie. Mille Lacs. Kimball out, and in is Huffman. And they go to Sheck. He's left alone for 3. And Mille Lacs is going to get that rebound. And then Nickaboyne driving to the basket. He's going to be fouled. And he'll go again and shoot 2. This is going to go against Shodin. His 3rd. And Nickaboyne will shoot 2 from the free throw. The shot here from Nickaboyne is up, and that one's good. That'll make it 57-39. And that one comes up. It doesn't even hit the rim, so that is going to end that try. Won't even get a rebound attempt. It has hit the rim for a rebound attempt. That's unfortunate there for him, but Lions back up the other way. This pass, it hits a defender's hand, winds up in the hands of Nyquist, and then Nyquist drains the 3. What an odd play, but it works out in the Lions' favor. He'll take him any way he can get him. Leland Smith will try and go long range. That is going to be no good. Rebounded by Nyquist. Nyquist all the way for 2. And that is a big swing of momentum there by the Lions. 57-44. And all of a sudden, new life found here by Ogilvie. Timeout is called by Mille Lacs. And tell you what, while they take one, why don't we as well? 30 seconds and be back.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself.
Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
KBK 95.5. Game day game out here at Ogilvie High School. This matinee game sees a lot of the student body in the game, at the game. Mille Lacs has also made the trip. They've got a good chunk of fans down here with them as well. So both these squads getting some support from their fans here this afternoon. And I always try to make the trip out. Mille Lacs and Ogilvie usually play this matinee game once during the fall for volleyball. They usually rotate. And then usually twice during the winter for basketball, because usually it's girls and boys, and they'll rotate. So the girls were at Mille Lacs, yesterday early? So the boys are at home today early. So that's usually how it goes. Sometimes it is a little bit different. It depends on the scheduling, too. Meanwhile, Mille Lacs will get the inbound, and it goes off of Honeck's foot out of bounds. So Ogilvie catches yet another break, and they have a chance to really get back in this thing. But yeah, I always try to come out here for this matinee game during both the fall and winter. It is so much fun. You get a good chunk of the student body out here. It's a lot of fun. Meanwhile, inbound here goes to Shodin, tries the spin move. Bird not fooled, but Shodin takes it all the way to the basket. No foul call, and Shodin hits the deck hard as that was rebounded by Sheck. And the two there back the other way for number 22, Honeck. He scores two, and Shodin up slowly. He's gimping a little bit. Meanwhile, Lions give to Shodin. Oh, gimpy and all. Shodin hits the three. Are you kidding? Shodin, he says, I don't care. I'm still going to be out here and play hard. Meanwhile, Sheck will go underneath to Eric Harrington. Shot is no good. Rebounded there by Hatfield. My goodness, Shodin gutting it out here. 59-47. Kimball in some trouble. And as he chucks it up to Hatfield, Altendorf has to call the timeout as he is forced to call the timeout there. Yeah, nobody got open for Ogilvie, so it'll be a 30-second. Meanwhile, we'll keep it here. That'll give us a chance to tell you about our Pine Insurance Athlete of the Week. We do that every week around Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll name one for KBK and one for WCMP, and we do it for all sports, wrestling, hockey, basketball, all boys and girls. So we do that for everything, and that is every week, Tuesday or Wednesday, that we'll announce the Athlete of the Week on our morning show. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Or, since I can't get out to all the games that are happening, be sure to email me with your nomination for an Athlete of the Week. You can email me at wcmpsports@gmail.com, and I would greatly appreciate it if you could help me out, because, again, I'm not able to get out to all the games. So if you send me an email with your nominations, we'll be sure to take that into consideration. Again, we got to look at we got 16 schools in our listening area between both stations, so there's a lot of players to look at each week. Meanwhile, here's a shot, and it's going to be short from Kimball. Meanwhile, Hoffman with the rebound for two. And here come the Lions, 59-49. This game is all of a sudden within reach for Ogilvie, 11:01 to go here in half number two. Shodin will check back into the game. He's going to come in for, looks like, Hatfield. So Ogilvie has got some things going for themselves now, and this game within reach. Honeck, he's into a double team. He'll give on the far side now to Wesley Harrington, to Sheck. Burr fakes the three. He'll give on this near side, nearly stolen away by Nyquist, instead of fall in the hands of Kimball. Kimball with the steal. And he'll take it all the way. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Honeck of Mille Lacs. Honeck to the basket. No, kick outside. Wesley Harrington, three. Good. Those are his first points, and that is huge for the Raiders. Well, I guess the Lions too. Let's see what they do to answer that now. Huffman gives back to Shodin. Now over to Kimball. Kimball to Nyquist. Nyquist bounce pass to Shodin. Shodin, no look pass here to Hoffman. Hoffman going to try and drive, and he draws that foul. Great job there by Hoffman to draw the foul on the defender. Realized he was going to go up for the fake, and he just waited for him to come down. Great play there. That's going to go against Gabe Honeck, his second. And this will be 2 for Hoffman. So Hoffman will shoot 2. And this one is good. And I think give a lot of credit here to Honeck. He looked over to this Ogilvie bench. I think he was looking at Coach Altendorf, and he tapped his chest going, hey, my bad. I obviously didn't mean to do that. It's good sportsmanship there from Honeck. Love to see that. Honeck obviously didn't mean to, but also showing the coach, hey, my bad, Coach. I obviously didn't mean to. And Coach saying, hey, it's basketball, man. You're good. Love to see the sportsmanship from the two. Meanwhile, Hoffman makes them both. It's 62-51. Brooks underneath, trying to go to Harrington. It's stolen away by Nyquist. And here comes the Ogilvie Lions once again. Hoffman trying to drive underneath. The reverse layup is good, and it's now only 9 points, 62-53. Still plenty of time left in this game. 9:40 left. Honeck will give on this near side. Brooks. Brooks will look. He'll kick to the far side now. That is a new young man in for the Raiders. That's Curtis Ferencam. Brooks underneath. Kick back outside to Eric Harrington. He drives to the basket and lays it in for 2. Back up the other way come the Lions. 64-53. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Ogilvie. Kimball will get set to inbound to Hoffman. Hoffman, the short floater is going to just miss. He gets his own rebound. Are we going to get the and one? Yes! 2 and 1 for Hoffman. So Hoffman drops it in for 2, draws the foul. I didn't quite see who that went against. Meanwhile, Hoffman delivers on the three-point play. It's 64-56. Gonna get a foul here on Ogilvie. The most recent foul went on Burr from Mille Lacs. Now we get a foul here on the Lions. This will go against, it looks like Hoffman, his second. And it'll be an inbound for the Raiders on the far side. Ferencam now to Dunlap on this near side. An open 3 look. That is good for Wesley Harrington again. And that just, that is such a killer there because Ogilvie had all momentum on their side. Meanwhile, Hoffman, he lost it. No, got it back. Huffman, 3. It's good! He banks it in for his first points of the game. 67-59. Brooks to Harrington again. Back to Brooks. Brooks kicks to Ferencam. Ferencam almost lost it. Guarded by Shodin. Out to Dunlap. Dunlap going to try and drive. And now he kicks to the far side. Wesley Harrington. Back to Brooks. 3. Good. Ooh, what a good-looking 3 there from Aiden Brooks. 70-59, but I tell you what, this still anybody's game. Oh, and then a bad turnover here for Ogilvie. Brooks with the steal. He gets all the way up to Wesley Harrington for 3. That's going to go off and be no good, and we're going to get a foul here on Mille Lacs as Ferencam tried to get the rebound, but it is going to be a foul there on him as he pushed to get that rebound. It's kind of like, when you have kids and they're in line and they're trying to shove and push their way to the front. Well, it's not okay for them. It's also not okay in basketball. 8:02 to go. And 5 in, 5 out for the Raiders. Wow. 8:02 to go. An 11-point game, and the Ogilvie Lions, this is not quite exactly where you want to be for a comeback, but they're well within the realms for one. Meanwhile, this is tipped and stolen away by Burr. Burr will give underneath, and Smith drops it in for 2, and that is exactly what you couldn't have happen if you're Ogilvie. 72-59, another steal off the inbound, and Honeck drops it in for 2, and all of a sudden there's that opportunistic defense we were talking about, and this is kind of how the Raiders built up a double-digit lead in the first half. This is going to be nearly stolen away. Huffman, nope, it is going to be stolen away by Honeck. Honeck drops it in for 2, plus the and 1. Oh, my goodness. just right when it seemed like the Lions were getting back into it. Here come the Raiders and that fantastic defense, and Hoffman gets his third foul, and Honick got the 2, now trying to get a 3-point play. Wow. Shot from Honick is good for the 3-point play. What a change in momentum. And before the inbound, they were trying to get a substitution. Bitts will check into the game for Hatfield. Man, oh man. Yeah, right when it seemed like Ogilvie had the Raiders right where they wanted them. They get a couple of turnovers, did Mille Lacs. This is going to be left short by Hoffman, and he knew it. Look of disappointment on his face was I mean, just, you knew it. Honick on the far side. Still got that student section over there getting into it. Love it. The younger kids. Drive here by Nickaboyne, trying to get back to Smith. Smith will put it up, and that's going to miss everything. It'll go out of bounds, and Smith looks to his coach. He's like, I think I was fouled, but they've been letting him play. Like I mentioned, Hoffman will get the quick inbound from Kimball. Hoffman trying to drive and trying to draw a foul. That's going to be too strong. Leland Smith with the rebound. So now the Raiders will try and slow things down just ever so slightly. They're not going to go as fast here. Meanwhile, Burr has the pass on this near side elbow. He'll give back to Nickaboyne. Now underneath Smith. And Smith tries to go to Harrington. Not quite sure what Eric Harrington saw there. He got the ball to him, and then he spun out of the way. I think he thought it was tipped by Ogilvie, and that was not the case, though. Meanwhile, here's Kimball. He got the ball back, and now he only has 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1 to get this ball up, and yeah, he didn't in time. He did not in time. He got to the line with about a second left, and then it went over. That is unfortunate. So after an inbound, after team scores, you have 10 seconds to get the ball past that half-court line, and Ogilvie was unable to do so. Great defensive stand there by Mille Lacs. Meanwhile, Nickaboyne will give on the far side to Burr. Burr will drift outside now, try and get to the top of the key and give to Honick. Underneath to Leland Smith. He's pressured all over, try to kick out, and Burr winds up getting it. Nice grab there by Nickaboyne to get it back. 1 second to shoot, and yeah, not quite sure what Mille Lacs was seeing there. That shot clock was on the far side with about 10 seconds left, and they were still moving the ball. I think they just got a little bit confused there. Kimball will inbound to Shodin. He taps it back inside for Bitts for 3, and this place would have blown the top off this place. Meanwhile, Burr gets the rebound. Burr will go underneath to Honick, and Honick for another 2, 79-59, and we're right back up to a 20-point lead for Mille Lacs. Shodin will give to Kimball. Kimball trying to get around Honick, but Honick, a really good defender. Kimball will try and do it himself high off the glass. No good. It's Nickaboyne with the rebound. All the way to Leland Smith, and Leland Smith to the basket for 2, 81-59. And we're going to get a timeout, I think, here by Ogilvie. They take a full one. So while they take a timeout, we will as well. Back after our fine sponsors on KBEK.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Back on KBEK, 5:33 to go here in the game. Raiders lead 81-59 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Meanwhile, Shodin has it. Not sure where he was going there. Honick the steal. Nickaboyne drops it in for 2. 83-59, and all of a sudden the snowball effect is in place as it's just starting to kind of rain and pour for Ogilvie. Turnovers are definitely piling up, and you got to give credit to the Raiders, though, man. Their defense so opportunistic. Kimball will chuck it deep here to Nyquist. Nyquist pulls it in, wants the three, lets the defender go by, gets the three. Well, they need a lot more of that. 83-62. But again, Honick and company are just going to try and drain this clock as much as they can and slow things down a little bit. Yeah, they're just going to move this ball around as much as they can, but a give underneath, and Nickaboyne, that's a beautiful drive by Nickaboyne, a beautiful feed, and it's 85-62. Ogilvie trying to bring it back up the other way. Give back to Kimball. Now over to Huffman, to Hatfield. Hatfield took a step towards the three. I thought he was just going to take the long one, but this off a couple bodies will wind up in the hands of Nickaboyne for the steal, and Leland Smith drops it in for two. 87-62 now. Kimball up on the far side, kick out to Hatfield. Hatfield tosses it back into Huffman. He'll take the long two. It's going to be no good. Nickaboyne with the rebound. Quickly up the court. That's going to be too far, out of the reach of everybody, and it will go back to Ogilvie. 87-62, 4:09 to go. Quick inbound here to Huffman. Huffman gets past timeline, given now to Hoffman. Hoffman will kick back to Huffman, and he'll wait to give to Kimball. Setting up a play now, Nyquist cutting to the basket. He lost it. Hatfield will pick it up. He's poked out from behind, and it's stolen away by Nickaboyne. And up the court they go quickly to Eric Harrington, who drops it in for two. Now all of a sudden, it just looks like Mille Lacs trying to get to 100 at this point. And that might, that could play a difference in QRF. Meanwhile, Hoffman taking it to the basket, trying to kick outside. It was tipped, taken in by Nyquist, now to Huffman. Huffman, spin move inside, and he's to the basket. It's no good. Eric Harrington with the rebound. And Honick has it, and he slows things down. So it looks like they're pretty content with just getting out of here with a victory and not getting to 100. Yeah, they'll just move this ball around and take some time off the clock. Leland Smith drove. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that one from Smith. There was nothing there for him, so I'm just not quite sure what he saw. Kimball will give to Huffman. Huffman, jump inside. Jump ball. Possession arrow. Mille Lacs. Checking into the game now for the Raiders will be number 30, and that, oh no, he's not on the roster. Well, I apologize. Number 30 not on the roster. I know I had him on a previous roster, and I don't remember his name. I apologize. Eric Harrington trying to take it to the basket. Leaves it short. Leland Smith with the rebound. Kick outside. Here's a three. Nope. Comes up short. Leland Smith. Rebound and two. Makes it 91-62. And here comes Hoffman for Ogilvie. Kick back outside to Bitts. Bitts being bothered. Gives to Kimball. Kimball, the shot for two is good. Makes it 91-64. I apologize. I do not know who number 30 is, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of you are screaming at the radio, that's this young man, that's him. And I agree with you. I should know his name, but meanwhile, here is a steal for Hoffman. No good. Kimball rebound in two. You know what? Maybe I have him on a different roster. I do not. I apologize. Anyone listening from the Mille Lacs area, pretty ashamed I don't have that. Well, here's a three. It's going to be no good. Nyquist with the rebound there for Ogilvie. Trying to give it to Hoffman, but it's knocked out of bounds by Mille Lacs. So we'll stay with Ogilvie. 1:37 left. And let's see, 12 and 15 check into the game for the Raiders. No 12 on the roster. 15 is Davian Gutha. So I apologize, there's no 12 on my roster that I have. Yeah, no 12 on my roster. Huffman will come in for Kimball. Kimball frustrated. He wasn't aware that he was supposed to come out. Give here to Hatfield. Hatfield, no good on the shot. He'll go to line and shoot 2 as he was fouled. That going to go against number 12, his first. Team's 5th. And Hatfield will shoot 2. That one no good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've only got a minute 34 left, and unfortunately, we will not have a long Pine City of Pizza Pub post game, so stay tuned right after. I'm going to have to wrap this one up quickly. Unfortunately, life happened, so I got to go quick after. I know, life's so stupid, getting in the way. Meanwhile, Lax has it back. We'll give here to Wesley Harrington. Trying to dribble this ball around, but here's a shot from long range. 3 is no good, rebounded. Davian Gutha tries to get the shot, no good, or no rebound, as Huffman got the rebound for himself. Shodin will take it forward. Give now here to number 24. That is Max Hines. Well, here's a shot for 2, no good. Wesley Harrington with the rebound. Under a minute to go. Be sure to stay tuned for the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show right after this. Hines looking for the steal. Harrington gets around him, and he'll kick back outside to number 12. Again, unnamed on the roster. That 3 going to go well long. Rebound up for grabs. It's Bitts who gets it. And here come the Lions back the other way. Shodin drops that one in for 2. So he makes it 91-69 with under 30 to go. Ooh, no travel call there. It was close. And they don't need to score again. They'll try, I guess. Jump ball, possession arrow goes away of the Lions. 11 seconds to go. And checking into the game is number 10 for Mille Lacs. Not sure who that is, but he got a standing O from his team. So Nyquist into the game. And we'll probably get this final inbound, and that will probably seal this one. And Nyquist will try and get up the court. Try and get one more. Max Hines had it blocked, and that is going to do it. So that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. The final here in this one, the Raiders beat the Lions 91-69. Like I said, unfortunately, with life happening, I have to keep it here, and we're just going to do a quick wrap-up. So we'll go ahead and do a live read of wrapping up the points. 91-69, Raiders with the win. And Josh Nickaboyne had 14 points for the Raiders, 2 for Isaiah Burr, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20 for Leland Smith. Then he had 7 for Jacob Scheck, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 in the second half for Gabe Honecke. He had 27 to lead the team, 6 for Wesley Harrington, 5 for Eric Harrington. He had 9 for Aiden Brooks, and that is it. Rebound-wise, it looks like, well, he had a tie for first. 7 rebounds each for Smith and Harrington. They had 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4 is 8. 9 steals in the second half for a total of 26. 2 blocks in the entire game. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fouls in the second half for a total of 16. On the other side for the Lions, 7 points for Xander Kimball, 3 for Tegan Huffman, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 in the second half for Johnny Hoffman for 23. 4, 7, 14 for Shodin in the entire game. 6 for Hatfield, 3, 6, 9, 11, 16 for Reed Nyquist. Leading the team in rebounds, it was close. He had 7 for Nyquist and Hoffman. They both tie for the team lead. They had 1, 4, 5, 6 steals in the second half for a total of 12, no blocks, and 1, 2, 3, 4 fouls in the second half for a total of 14. So that is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. And I know it's a shortened post game, and I apologize, but I've got to go take care of some things here before my next game tonight in Pine City, where Pine City will host Aiken. So I got to wrap it up rather quickly, and I apologize. So, but yeah, this one was a good one. Ogilvie has the potential there to win some games here at the end of the season, but just unfortunately have yet to put it all together in one game. But let me tell you, once they do, I think they've got the talent to win a few games in a row and surprise some teams. I really do believe that. So we'll see what they are able to do here as the season goes along. But Mille Lacs also has a chance to end the season on a large run as well. So both these teams just trying to improve their positions for playoffs, as those do begin at the beginning of March. Well, you can stay tuned to multiple different ways. Our social medias, our morning shows for the local sports updates, plus this YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe. That way when we go live, you'll get the notification and it will take you right to the live video. For Nice 95.5 KBK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to our fine sponsors. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone's going through, and your kindness could make their day. 91-69 is the final here on KBEK. Have a great rest of your afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
That concludes our broadcast from KBEK Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit KBEK.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station, or the Nice 95.5 mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Nice 95.5 is KBEK FM Mora.